kick it. People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A throw out wide to QT, complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Switch. Find out.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 16 yards, a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Check 45 You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This one is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw. Open man has got it. It's complete.
Incomplete.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Bridgewater. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
4-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Forced out to his left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really throwing around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
The shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down. Bridgewater now from the 50. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Push him back. Fire down.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Bridgewater now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. He's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now this time he'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Panthers take over first and...
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do.
It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. But what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play. An absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment. But the reason they did so, every time that play is called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Second and 2.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they run the option on 2nd down. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
It's just me and you. Check 45. Check 45 tonight. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. 45 tonight.
1st down, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They'll set up to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position. A touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards.
At the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Switch. Delta.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
The 6-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. the ground, McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Now Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary.
It got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
At the Buccaneers' 41-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will knot us up at 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
39-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Number 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
45, 45. Check. 45.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is McCaffrey on the give. Powerful running. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about. a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.